How to find the last capture. Have you ever found yourself puzzled over a chess position, wondering how to determine the last capture? This question is a common challenge in chess, especially when tackling retrograde analysis puzzles. Let's break down the steps to help you figure it out easily. First, take a close look at the position on the board. Are there any pieces missing compared to the starting setup? The absence of pieces usually indicates that captures have taken place. Pay special attention to the pawn structure. Captures often change the arrangement of pawns, creating gaps or unusual placements that can give you clues. Next, consider the movements of the pawns. Remember that pawns capture diagonally and can promote when they reach the opposite side of the board. If you see a promoted piece, trace back the path of the pawn. This includes any captures it made along the way to reach promotion. This step can help pinpoint where the captures occurred. Now, let's talk about en passant captures. This special type of pawn capture can only happen right after an opponent's pawn moves 2 squares forward from its starting position. To check if an en passant capture was the last one, see if the position allows for it. The capturing pawn must be on the 5th rank, and the opponent's pawn must have just moved 2 squares forward next to it. Retrograde analysis can help confirm if the last move was indeed such a double step, validating the en passant capture. Next, use logical deduction to assess the legality of moves. Retrograde analysis involves reasoning backward from the current position. For example, if castling rights are still intact, it means the king and rook involved have not moved. This can help limit which captures and moves could have happened last. If a certain capture would lead to an illegal position, you can rule it out. As you analyze the position, start eliminating impossible captures and moves based on the rules of chess. This process helps narrow down which capture must have been the last one. It often involves considering alternative sequences and discarding those that create contradictions. Lastly, consider the posteriori principle. This means reasoning from later moves to validate earlier ones. For instance, if a future move like castling is possible, it can retroactively prove that a certain pawn double-step move was made. This, in turn, legitimizes an en passant capture as the last capture. Finding the last capture in chess requires a careful examination of the position. Focus on missing pieces, changes in pawn structure, special capture rules, and the logical consistency of moves. Retrograde analysis is your main tool for this task, combining your knowledge of chess rules with logical reasoning to reconstruct the sequence of moves that led to the current position. With practice, you will find that solving these puzzles becomes easier and more enjoyable.